Yo.
Should have wore some of them stones around my
Yo, I'd have died laughing. Yo, I'd have died.
I ain't got none though. If I had some,
I'd have been like, wait a minute.
If I had some, believe me, you.
You know what I'm saying?
What's happening there? And this your boy Colin Parshon here with a little paint where it ain't a little seasoning with some reasons. As we crawl back up in this room, y'all know how we do. We've been off for a week, but we back again. 18th. How you looking over there, brother?
What up, though, man? Hey, man, it's been an interesting weekend. You know?
I would say week. These last few days been very interesting.
You know what I'm saying? We here, though. We made it. Let's go ahead and get started.
We're going to get started. We're going to jump right up in this thing. I just start off with last week, me and Afro Rican went out to Vegas and checked out the Raiders and Jets game. We ended up beating them.
You can say it a little better than that.
Well, it's both our teams ain't that great. I'm just gonna be honest. That's true. So I'm not one of them that just be, with the super hypeness and this and that, but I'm stand behind my folk regardless. And so, but we had a good time. We went out there and he actually got an autograph from a well-known retired Jet. He showed up at one of the venues they was having, one of the tailgates. So that was good. And we had a great time, man.
He signed his chest, didn't he?
No, he signed it back of his jersey.
Oh, my bad.
He had his jersey. He knew it was going to be out there, but he showed up at a restaurant we went to, and he also showed up at the tailgate right before the game.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so, but we had a good time out there. We found, we had been there before. Caesar's Palace has this cigar spot.
Yeah,
you got to check that out.
Yeah, right.
I know you go out there. Got to check that out. They stay open late. That's why we ended up going.
Okay.
And called Monte Cristo's inside
Caesars.
In Caesars.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great little spot. But we had a good time, man, in and out. No problems. The crowds was real cool. None of the fans was crazy. Everybody was real cool. Yeah. But we had a good time, man. I just wanted to put that out there, man. Sometimes you just got to get away with your folk.
I hate
a little quiet time, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
Just enjoy what life had to offer. So we got out there and had a good time.
Oh, my bad. That's too early. It's too early.
Too early.
Okay. Oh, my bad.
Man, to be honest, I really ain't got that much news. It's one thing I'm gonna throw out there real quick, and then we gonna jump into it because we got a lot to get into today. A lot. Really, the only thing in the news I got was, if you remember a couple months ago, probably early this summer, there was a 6-year-old kid in Virginia, Newport News, that shot his teacher. You remember that?
No.
Shot her. Okay. It was a 6-year-old that shot his teacher in Newport News. She didn't die or whatever. And just recently they locked up the mom. She's going to do 21 months in prison. And what they found out once they investigated everything was, prior to the 6-year-old getting the gun, and they killed me with the way they tried to criminalize marijuana. They kept saying how she was high for marijuana, this and that. But she was having altercations with, I guess, the baby daddy or her boyfriend, whoever it was at the case. And they found out she shot at them a couple of days prior.
Oh, she had that. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, a couple of days prior to the young man getting the gun, the little boy getting the gun and going to school and shooting the teacher. So, yeah, she finna do 21 months in prison. Parents, do what you got to do. Stay out of trouble, because the apple don't fall far from the tree. And just be smart about life decisions.
Can we say that?
Got to. The apple don't fall far from the tree, especially when you're doing dirty stuff.
But what about the people that raise their kids to be right and all that, and they go out there and still do something crazy?
They decided to be.
That's what I'm saying. So can we, I hear what you're saying, but I don't.
Yeah, because I done met some folk that.
Yeah, I mean, we've all had. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I don't talk about nobody, but
you stupid. Go ahead.
Yeah, but that's all I got on the news, man. Everything else we finna go up with.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's get this show going, man. That's what I came from. All
right. We're gonna start off. Number one, let's give a big up to Ice Cube.
For sure.
Ice Cube was just awarded. Well, he hadn't done the ceremony yet, but he was awarded an award named after him by the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame Association.
Well deserved.
Yes, indeed. It's called the Ice Cube Impact Award, and it goes to players that's going to show that they have brought things back into the community.
Yes, sir.
Off of basketball acumens and just people that take care of their community.
Yes, sir.
He's going to be awarded that on Martin Luther King's birthday in January. That's huge. That's major. And I have a couple of questions about it that I wanted to shoot to you. As we know, with Ice Cube doing the Big Three and all of the things he's done to help all these players and to bring this whole program to the forefront and to be named as one of the first black owners of any kind of organization. And he would talk about how the NBA would not help him. They would stand in his way. They would do all these things to block him.
Yeah, to block him.
Do you think this is something the NBA said, you know what, we going to give you this so we can kind of get you to kind of be quiet?
No, they want to put the fire out. That's, I believe they got something to do with it. It's well deserved, though. He giving retired players a place to play pickup basketball. You know what I'm saying? Maybe keep their name out there. Maybe they do, well enough, somebody pick them up. It happened to Joe Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He played a couple games with Boston a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. But ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Sometimes people, when you can't make money for them, they don't want you to make money at all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, Cube doing his thing, Yeah. I think we all should be like, damn, that was dope.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For sure, man.
But, hey, man, as long as he keep winning, we keep winning.
Yeah. And I'll go even further, because a couple of years ago, folks wrote him off when he wanted to go and sit and talk to Trump. Yeah, and it was like, his black card gone, this and that.
How black people,
how we do.
You know how y'all do.
But he's still doing it, and he doing what he believes in to keep pushing forward. And I just want to say big up to Q for pushing forward and getting that.
He deserved it.
Yes, indeed. All right.
Nervous? You okay?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
I thought you were a little nervous.
No, I'm good.
No, let's go.
We're going to bring it home a little bit. T.I.
Yes, sir.
Yes, T.I.
Give him his props. Yes, sir.
T.I., another guy that we talk about here and there because he's in and out of the tabloids and in and out of social media and for different reasons. This one is a great reason. He and a couple of partners have opened up affordable homes.
Yes, sir.
In his old neighborhood. I'm not even gonna say the new name. Off of Bankhead. Don't Lee Hollowell. That's the name now, but it's Bankhead for us Atlanta natives. He opened up an apartment complex with 143 apartment units, and 25 of them are dedicated to homeless youth.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that says so much within itself. What you got on that? I don't want to.
He giving back to his community where we all talk about. As far as the 25 units, that's great. I hope they get back on their feet. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how long, you can stay there.
Right.
But that's a great thing, man. There's nothing else nobody needs to say about that. That's a great thing. That's a great thing.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it to see it, and usually those are the type of things that they flash on the screen, and that's it. You don't really see nothing about it.
Right.
I like to highlight those things, and that's why.
That's a great thing right there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Moving
on, I see you got.
And
we gonna talk about it. We gonna get to it.
Go ahead, brother.
We gonna get to it.
I'm just here.
Okay. We gonna stay on the good news before we go some other stuff. I don't know when this organization started, but last night was the first ceremony, the Paid in Full Foundation.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah, started by Nas, Steve Stout, Ben and Felecia Horowitz. What they did was they started this program, and I don't know Well, I think they get the funding from donations and other things that they put on, and all the 100% of the proceeds go to the artists that they're presenting the awards to.
Yeah.
But what they do is they take the money and they give it back to hip hop icons that didn't get just due financially back then versus what they have done for the world of hip hop, for the life of hip hop. Yeah. So last night they gave the first 2 awards went to Scarface and to Rakim, yo boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, how you feel about that, brother?
Rakim Allah. You know what I'm saying? The original 18.
The original 18.
It's a great thing. I love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I love hip hop.
Why are you emphasizing
I'm just saying I love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But it's good. Nas doing great things out here, man. At his age.
Yeah.
You know, he's still able to get on the mic. You know, he got things to talk about even at his age. You know, that's a great thing that he's doing. You know, I ain't mad at that. You know, and he found time to give back to people that deserve it. You know, so that's a great thing. I'm with it. Hip hop. Can we get some hearts in the group for hip hop? Let's go, brother. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you?
Oh,
Let's
man,
go,
I already. I'm just gonna keep moving along. I did have a few questions about that as well. I wondered, how do they decide who is going to be nominated?
I think the first round went to the most respected, probably 2 artists in the game. From, I mean, you talking, 50 years of hip hop. We're talking. Don't nobody get the most. I don't think nobody is respected like without question, but as Scarface and Rakim is. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody love them. Yeah, new generation might not recognize them, whatever. They, usually when things hit the media and stuff like that, kids, they follow, they figure out what it is. It's a great look for hip hop though, because Scarface is kind of like the God MC when it comes to the South. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we know Rakim Allah is the God MC. At their age. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But we can move on.
No, I really, for me, it was like, and I had this discussion with one of my homeboys, shout out Calhoun, and we really were just wondering, do you go based off of, is somebody doing well financially? Like, I mean, like Scarface is good. Neither one of them. Yeah, but then you look at like Kool Herc and Melly Mel and the people that really, when you see them, they like still in an apartment. You know what I mean? That really talk about
maybe because they still active. Maybe that's what it was. Okay, they still celebrating hip hop 50. So who knows what could happen next? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't really talk about Grandmaster Cass and people like that, Melly Mel, unless what he did this year. But other than that, we really don't bring them up. But any conversation when he called, top 5 dead or alive, you might get both of their names, but you're definitely gonna get one.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, that's a great thing, man. They deserve that. I think they deserve that. They open a lot of doors, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, for a lot of things.
Yeah. I'm just one of them guys. Just want to know the process of how they get picked, and
I mean, maybe you're gonna reach out to them. They tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I'm really concerned about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is they gonna hit Kwame up?
Doubt it. I mean, but he's still active though. K1 Productions is real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I ain't mad at that.
Okay. All right.
Herc is in the hall. That is true. He is in the hall.
Okay.
Run DMC.
Yeah.
NWA.
And that's what I'm saying. A lot of them guys are still have stuff in place where they making money like that.
But I don't think they get the recognition.
They don't.
Like that. And I think that's maybe why them 2 was picked, because they don't really get the recognition like, Jay and like even KRS-One might have been considered for that.
Right.
They don't get the recognition that I think they greatly deserve.
Right. But I remember in one of the mission statements they were saying they were giving the money for some that can't have, for health care and things of that nature.
Yeah, ain't no health care with hip hop though.
No, it ain't. You ain't got no insurance unless you really making some money.
I mean, no matter when
you see them contracts from back in the day.
Yeah, come on, man.
Ooh.
Oh
my God. Yeah, but I hope it all pan out. I think it's a great thing that Nas again is doing some in this 50th year honor of hip hop, because he did earlier the show, the 8-hour live show that he did. So just continuously pushing the envelope of reaching back and and paying homage to what's feeding him and a whole lot of people.
Right, right.
You know, so big up.
He love hip hop.
Yeah.
At his age.
At 50, I think he.
Oh, he in his 50s.
He 50.
I think he 50.
40, I think he 49 or 50.
Something like that. Yeah.
He 50. He just turned 50 this year.
50.
Yeah, he had the birthday. I remember he had the birthday.
Still rocking the mic.
Moving on. For the bad, well, yeah, let's just go there. Puffy had a case.
Before we move on, I don't know if you've seen it. Umar had an interview and he was talking about with the 50 year of hip hop happening, should there be a conversation about where hip hop was, where it is, and where it possibly could go? How you feel about that? I mean, because some people think hip hop is in a bad state.
Okay.
I don't. You know, I think you have to search for what you're looking for in anything. And hip hop is definitely one of them genres where if the radio ain't making you listen to it, you have to search for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we was talking about, I was in a conversation earlier and, we was talking about hip hop and not being able to do it as you get up in age. And, that's, they say, it's a lot of trash in hip hop, but there's a lot of good in hip hop too, of all ages.
Right.
So I do think it should be a conversation. Now, who sits on the panel for that conversation?
That was my question.
That's the question because the younger guys don't really, I can't, some people don't appreciate the past like they do what's in present right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think it can be dope. Like, look at Julius. Julius would say music is trash. I disagree. I don't know what Julius listened to. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm gonna go with the thing of who's gonna be on that panel, because for me, when I think about it and I start looking at the youth of rap right now, the most popular rappers right now, a lot of them will tell you they don't know a lot of the old school rappers, the people that tell you it's not their thing, and they don't care. What they care about is making money. And to me, it devalues the art. But in the same breath, they're able to feed families. They're able to eat off of it, off of this machine that was made by these other people. It's nothing I can do or say to make you understand that these are the people that laid the format for you.
Right.
So then it's just a back and forth, an argument, back and forth.
Right.
I can say it's not for me.
Right.
And leave it alone. Right. But like you said, there's still people out there that's making good music. You do have to search.
Absolutely.
You have to search.
Like to see the comment that says without Kendrick and Cole, I guess this is where rap would be dead. Like, I look at that as a novice ear. You know what I'm saying?
That's somebody that goes off of what is fed to them.
That's you know what I'm saying?
You got the Nick Grants out there.
Right. It's a lot of dope artists out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if TikTok ain't got you listening to it, you might not know.
Right. How would you, okay, that's a great point. In that case, how would you guide those people to find other artists outside of what is given to us?
One thing about when everybody got Apple Music, Spotify, something like that, hit on something that you usually don't do. Because it always got related artists to whatever you listening to. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I've been in it for so long, dog, that it's nothing for me to dig in the crates, if you want to put it that way, to find what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, to me, I enjoy it.
I'm like that with all types of music, but like you said, mostly, even if you just go in and look at a video on YouTube, they're going to give you suggestions of other artists that are in that same realm.
Right.
And if you just click on that and give them a shot versus, I don't know who that is, I ain't going to listen to it, you'll be surprised at what kind of talent is still out there, man. Right. But that's real heavy, and I've always had that argument to where a lot of the new music I don't like. Right. I'm not a fan of it. But it's like I said, some seeds out there that I can't just knock the whole, new hip hop and just say, all of it is trash, because it's not. It's some good stuff out there. You just gotta find it.
Like when people say, like, even I was talking to the young boy at work the other day, and he was saying, well, R&B dead. Your R&B live and kicking well. You just gotta search for it. You know what I'm saying? If you into the music, you can't say you love the music if you ain't willing to put the work in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's not really that hard. You know what I'm saying? But with the way social media and everything going now, you can find whatever you're looking for. Everybody want to be spoon fed. They want to be given everything.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to say. Do you think that now it's commercially is not given to us like it used to be? Like, I think now the programming is more
absolutely
strong.
Absolutely.
It has a stronger grasp than it did back in the day.
Yeah.
We had a lot of different types of music that we would listen to,
right?
That you could find different avenues for this and that. But now it's almost like a monopoly.
They who paying the most to get their record play.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, all right. Moving on. Oh yeah, the Puffy has some fouls charged against him from Cassie, one of his ex-girlfriends, and she was claiming that he raped and abused her for years. Everybody thought it had weight. Everybody was like, okay, this is really happening. The next day they settled. What's your thoughts on that?
It was a money grab.
For Cassie?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It was a money grab. People... It bothered me that I seen a lot of black men happy that something was happening to Puff. Like, they really think Puff killed Tupac. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like, this is some get back at him, but this is totally different. This was a money grab, and in my opinion, and Puff decided to do what any guy that's worth billions would do. Just pay her off. Get rid of this.
Yeah.
No matter if you feel I'm wrong or right, get rid of this. We done watched the dude from baseball go through this, where rough sex happened. It's maybe a little bit too rough for her, but this is what she signed up for.
Right.
All of a sudden, he raped me. You know what I'm saying? He ended up getting off, but he lost his career. He over in Japan playing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
she came back and said, I was lying.
In my opinion, we watched it with Tyson. We watched it with Tupac. We watched it with Bill Cosby. Kel got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? But you could throw money in that too, because nobody really cares about their pain, their suffering, and all that when it comes to them numbers. Because like I said on my Facebook page when we was having this conversation, money doesn't get rid of pain. They just put designer on it. Cause that's all that happens. You get this check, man. You forget all about your pain, but you was so traumatized before that.
Right.
You know, like, it's just, to me, it was a money grab. And he did the business thing and just got rid of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We watched 50 Cent do the same thing. When his baby mom tried to put out a book, he bought the rights to the book. Book had never come out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just, at some point, he had to make a decision. Is he innocent? I don't know. I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? But it was just weird to me to see black men just, he guilty. He guilty. Like, damn, like, what?
You know, some people just look for they look for people to fall. Like, if they look at somebody and for whatever reason they decide that they don't like this person, they look for any reason to go ahead and knock them off their pedestal. My thought process, and this is what I always say about celebrities and entertainers and things of that nature. A lot of times when this stuff come out, I believe it's all true.
Right.
It just kind of boils down to how quiet you gonna keep it. Because when you look all the way down the history of entertainment and this and that, and they was doing all kind of foolishness. Like, you know what I'm saying? But people just wasn't trying to capitalize off of it.
Right. Like,
so now people come out,
absolutely.
I could get something. I need to do this.
You could go to the store and bump into a lady. If it's on camera, she can say he touched her.
Right.
Like, it's amazing, man. And to me, is men, when I see men like cheering for something happening to him, I really think something wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he's still black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And how many cases gonna happen to him? One day a case might hit your doorstep. You never know.
Yeah.
Like, it's like we got to get these NDAs, whatever, for everything now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you black with money, man, you better protect yourself, man, for real.
Yeah, they're going to come and get you. They going to come
Look what's new. Lee Majors found, what is his name? Lee Majors? Jonathan Majors. Found completely innocent, man.
Yep.
Lost everything.
Killed his career.
You know what I'm saying?
Killed his career.
But it's at the time everybody say, "Oh man, he might have did it." How can you say that? That's crazy to me.
Yeah, it is a running theme, and like you said, you get to a certain status, you got to watch how you move,
man,
and watch the people you got around you. Because I say Tiger Woods, the little chick he was messing with, she finally came out and said, "Yeah, he ain't do nothing to me." She came out with these allegations. She was like, "Nah, he ain't do nothing to me."
Brian say so. She's not black. Is she black? I don't know. Is Casey?
She mixed or something. But it really don't matter.
Is she? But my question to you, Brian, is this: is she a victim, or she was looking for a payday?
Because this was years ago.
It was like 3 years ago. Like if she showed signs of that in the public that she was all messed up, I might have a little more, you know what I'm saying, care about it. But you done got married, had a kid. Come on, man. It's like plot thickens. The plot thickens, man. He did the right thing.
Yeah.
Hey, man, let me get rid of this. Going back to take that.
Do you believe that, when usually victims of situations like this and they hold on to it, do you believe it is a psychiatric thing, like something?
I don't know.
A mental health.
I can't speak for how people deal with things like that. I can't. So if it took her 3 years to come out and it's true, then my thing is fight it all the way to the end.
That was my
fight it
point.
to the end. Don't take the money and be like, because if you're a role model, what do you tell these young ladies?
Take the money.
Regardless, I went through all this. I got a check in 48 hours. Nah, it's over with. It's done.
That was my point.
I'm good now.
Yeah,
I done got a check. Come on, man. What we doing?
Yeah, my whole point was that if I'm about to out somebody, I need to make sure that this isn't for me, not happening to anybody else.
Right.
By you giving me a check is not going to shut me up to the point to where I'm just like, and I know this stuff happened to me. No, I need to get this out. So we finna play this all the way out.
Take it all the way out.
So we can make sure that we get all the I's dotted and all the T's crossed to make sure this don't happen to nobody else. And I'm going to take the money when I finish. At that point, I've done what I was supposed to do by coming forward with this stuff.
What did I say on the last show? You take a man money, he can do whatever he want to. You take that money. These women out here taking them checks.
Yeah. Yep.
And then when the money get low, he raped me. Come on, man. Better wake up, man.
Yeah. JLC said, all these people talking about they saw this and saw that, but didn't say nothing. And that's what we were just talking about.
No, people come out the woodwork, I feel so sorry for her. When last time you talked to that lady? I'm just saying, man.
Because she got that money in a day and was like, all right, I'm out.
They got on the phone, Puff say, man, what this going to take?
Right.
She say 30.
Wait till it hit that count. All right, I'm going to drop the case.
That's it.
Jesus, man. Jeez. All right. I guess it's time to have the conversation. It's time for the conversation.
Come on, man. Let's talk about it.
On Tuesday, our Atlanta hero, Andre 3 Stacks, one half of the great group Outkast, came out and said he was releasing an album. And he stated immediately there would be no bars on this album.
He did.
Yeah. And we've seen pictures of him in the last few years walking around with his flute. So we knew it was going to be an album with a flute. The album, he did no promotions, none of that stuff. Thursday, he did an interview.
He sitting on the washer.
On the washer with GQ.
With the Agassiz on.
With the Agassiz. His shoe game be tight now.
Yeah, the Agassiz.
That's my boy. His shoe game be tight. With the Agassiz.
Yeah, the Agassiz on.
And the overalls. And he dropped the album. Well, that Thursday he did the interview, so he expressed himself. We'll get into that. And the album dropped on Friday. Your thoughts, Hey Dave?
Okay, I had fun with it for the first 3 days. Me and Damian Reese, shout out to the homie.
Shout out, Damian.
You know what I'm saying? We go back and forth about Outkast, 3 Stacks. I knew what it was gonna be once he said what it was, and I put it right where it needed to be. I listened to it. I said, okay, I see what I can get dressed to this in the morning. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's him trying something new. Do I think it's? I ain't gonna say it's trash because I don't know how long it took him to learn how to play the flute. I've been in the city and watched him walk by playing that damn thing. So I mean, I can say that. You know what I'm saying? As far as I don't have no issue with the album. I have an issue with what he said. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That bothered me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, with the same thing with Jay-Z said, the same thing. That bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to listen to it? I mean, my vibration been questioned and everything, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I already know, man. I woke up to them today. I said, "What?
Yo, I woke up.
What is going on here?
I need to be healed. Like, a lot that came out of people with this. You know what I'm saying? My question to people be this though.
Oh my God.
If somebody, you can like literally say that about anything. I feel like you can literally say, oh, if you ain't feeling it, you ain't on your vibration, you ain't vibrating on that level. That's to me, that's nonsense.
Right.
Some shit can, oh damn, we almost made it. It just not be good. You know what I'm saying? People like people so much that they're afraid to critique them. You know what I'm saying?
Dead on.
He left a lot of room to be critiqued on this. I done seen, friends of mine as musicians and come out like, yo, this was dope in 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? These are musicians. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, I ain't look at it like that. They like, yo, it was cool, but to a novice ear, we like, oh, okay, he playing the flute. To a musician that ain't his friend, he might be like, yo, what I just listened to? You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, my issue was what he said.
Okay.
I could care less about the album. You can listen to it at the culinary arts school. You could do it in elevators. There's places where this is gonna be banging. Like I seen they had a release party for it last night. A listening party. Did it pillows and incense was in there? I think. I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure a bunch of Asian restaurants gonna pick it up because they music be kind of like that too. But if it's playing right, like people say it's a setting, right? If this is on, you pretty much in a conversation, so you ain't really listening to it either. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm just saying, bro. Like if he'd have had, you know what I'm saying, Flying Lotus on it or something like that. Some of y'all don't even know who Flying Lotus is. A lot of people don't know who Flying Lotus is. Some of y'all don't even know who that is. So I just gave y'all something to listen to.
Right.
I might have been like, oh, okay, I see what he doing here. You know what I'm saying? But it was just to me, it was just like, oh, okay. But go ahead, dog. Then we can get back to what he said. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'll start off saying that's not for me. It's not for me. I'm going to stand down for my boy 3K, And like you said earlier, who learns the flute like that? Nobody just jumps off and learns the flute. So to be able to take something that you just decided, I'm just finna do this, and go out and make an album. And let's look at the press that this flute has got since he done it. Everybody has commented on this man's flute album, from the news show on the comedies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody is talking about it. So this is major. This ain't no little somebody just decided to step outside their box.
This man is loved by everybody,
right? So in that, I blame, and you probably ain't gonna like this, I blame us for having this expectation of this man. Because he's a great lyricist, we expect that anything he does musically has to be hip hop related. That's the expectation.
That's the selfishness in us. Yeah. That's the selfishness.
I am guilty of that. And that's when I put up my little note to please just let it be something that is not so far off. I was scared. This is the first time I've been scared because I fight for him all of the time. But I think the selfishness in us wanted to hear these lyrics and these bars and these things of that nature. And he did what he felt like, and that's what he said in the interview. He does what he feels now. Now, to go with what you were saying, I totally agree. There is still a lot to talk about, and I felt like it was a contradiction because we just had one of your best verse that we've heard in years on Donda.
I thought it was, Donda, yeah.
Donda.
Oh.
That was the one on now.
Mike was terrible.
Which one?
On Mike.
I was finna say that.
Yeah,
the one on Killer Mike's album, Scientists and Engineers, I thought was mid.
Yeah.
Like it was mid.
You been hanging on some kids lately. Come on, mid.
It was mid. You know, but yet again, this song is now Grammy nominated.
Right.
So my thing is that I understand what he says, and you have to respect the man for who he is. That's just what he's gonna do. That's who he is, and I can't tell him you're lying or this and that.
Absolutely.
But if you come out and you tell me I don't have nothing to talk about it,
right.
then when you, like he said, when I get the feeling, you come and you hit us with Donda, and I'm like, bruh, let's go, let's do it. You know, so that was my like, you know, come on, we can't box them in, but at the same time, don't tell us you ain't got the rhymes and you ain't got nothing to talk about, because there's so many things that's going on in the world.
Yeah.
Not even that, because even in Don, he talked about his childhood, his mama, and things of this nature. Like, it's a lot to talk about.
It's a damn lot to talk about.
It's a lot to talk about.
And my issue when people say things like that is they scared to, or they're just not in the realm of getting into the social part, because it's gonna hurt their fan base. If you and he has an ego just like everybody else. Y'all can sit there and believe that Huckleberry Finn nonsense you want to, but he was in a competition. Rap music is a hard competition. You know what I'm saying? And everybody want to be the best at some point. Right. Everybody. You don't get into it just to be what you say mid. That's what the kids. Mid. That's what the kids say. Okay.
You're gonna say mid.
It kind of hurt for him and Jay to say that. And you know, Nas is always want to be my favorite artist. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? To say you don't have nothing to say is like, what do you know, besides playing the flute, and you have a son, and I don't know how you raised your son. You know what I'm saying? I would never speak on nobody else's kid. But it's so much to say out here in the world. Like, everybody, if you in tune with the world, not just your own circle, because you got to live outside your circle when you walk outside your door.
Like you said, you're at the laundromat.
Like, you know, I love the laundromat. You know what I'm saying?
Let's rap about some laundromat stories.
I mean, it's just so much. And I listen to so many artists his age and above that's still, like I said, putting out music, and it's not all drug related. It's not, you know, ass shaking and all that. They putting out actually adult hip hop. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to have that conversation with people who really don't dig in crates. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, one thing, I got a homie at the job, Mike. I can't think of Mike's last name right now, but Mike is very heavy in digging in the crates. He posting every day. Y'all check this out, and he go from the kid music all the way to things we might like. You know what I'm saying? So, I just was like, yo, that's crazy to hear somebody say that they don't have nothing to talk about. And then he said something like, "What you want me to talk about? My colonoscopy?" Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of people that's scared to even go get that. Yeah. So while you pull it to the side like it's simple, it's really not. You know what I'm saying? You're losing your eyesight. It's people out here that's real life. You know what I'm saying?
That's like, what hip hop is, real life.
Like, you dig? So I was just like, yo, man, I ain't feel that. Mike, I don't know what you talking about, Mike. And you know, you always hitting us with it. If you know, you know. I don't know.
Well, I was finna get to that with Mike. You finished?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, even in reading, I read the description, because see, I still buy my music. I don't stream. I don't have a streaming. I still buy my music. I didn't buy the album because I won't listen to it. There are no settings I'm in that I'm going to listen to it. Unless, like you said, unless I'm going to get a massage.
Yeah, you get a bathtub.
Yeah, but those things you're not. Yeah, in the bathtub with the candles lit.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's rare that I'm going to listen to it. Right. So when I read the description, it was more of, I'm going to, he was saying how he was just going to play the flute. He wasn't going to put this album out. And then he just said he hooked up with some guys that were into it. It's called spiritually oriented jazz. And he hooked up with a guy named, I want to make sure I say his name, Carlos Nino. And they ended up just doing jam sessions. Right. And that's what the album came of the album. So,
but it plays like that. It plays like a story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, like I said, for me, I support him. And one of the things I noticed that I did like that somebody did say was Pete Rock. He came out, he said, it's beautiful music, but you have to look at it from his perspective. He said, what I listen to, there are so many samples on there that I could take and make into something else. Right. So if you look at it from like you said, a musician's point of view, there's a lot of beautiful work in that album. And for me, just looking at a 10-minute song, I'm excited about musical 10-minute songs that's longer than 2 or 3 minutes. I'm excited, but it's just not something I'm just gonna be playing on the regular. Also, what I was gonna jump to was what I thought was gonna be played. Mike sent me Chef Fly. Shout out, Chef Fly sent me this fella named John Williams. His album is called Tomorrow's Yesterday. He's a flutist, but he has Big Rube on his album. He has a lot of people. It has more of a hip hop feel to it,
or spoken word.
Not even spoken word. It's more musical, but he has people featured on there. Right. But even musically, it's more upbeat. It's more, let's say, hip hop. Right. And that's what I was expecting from Andre. And again, I was wrong. I was wrong. But I'm not gonna knock my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Of course you not.
I'm not gonna knock my boy. You know. Then he, Erica posted the one that he was like, yeah, y'all niggas ain't deserve no words.
I mean, my thing, you only gonna give us 16 bars anyway. Like, the knock on him is, can he make a whole song by himself? Like, and I stick with that. Like, yo, hip hop is, we talk hip hop, we be serious. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all talk in the what's the gossip part of it. When we get to talk about list and all that, it gets serious. Yeah. Hey, man can't be ranked, man. A-Rod, Barry Bonds. No, Barry got off. Mark McGuire. Like, hey, man. Yeah. So,
Yeah, man. I've just been kind of just taking it in.
Yeah, I see, brother. You got to stay out of my way.
I said I'll wait till we sit down and we talk about it before I hit a couple of laugh emojis, a couple of likes. All right, you got it.
No, man, y'all know what that's about with me, man. It's all fun and games. But man, I'm telling you, it got real, man. Like, I'm 5 in the morning. Up in the
some folks took it too serious.
Man, way over the top.
Vibration. What are we talking about here?
I got a vibration manager, dog. You know
what are we talking about here? It's just music.
I was just like, wow. I need to heal more. Like, I was like, dang, I thought I was in a good space. You know what I'm saying?
And they say you stupid because you're not on.
Oh man, it got crazy. But you know what? All that wasn't to me. You know what I'm saying? It was just.
That's everybody else that don't agree with what they saying.
I couldn't do that but laugh, man. Sometimes, man, one thing about books, man, you got checked off, man. Everything. It's not a New York bestseller, so
my God,
you know how we go with that,
man. Yeah, man. That's all I got.
Yeah, man. I ain't got that.
That's all I got,
we can end on that, man.
So, man, we appreciate y'all coming in here, man. Again, we got some stuff coming up. We coming up on a Hallmark. It's next week. I think it's next week.
Yeah, but it ain't ready yet.
Yeah, we're not ready for that, but it's still the Hallmark, and we'll announce. We'll talk about it on the next show. So, man, just keep rocking with us, man. We having a good time, as y'all can see. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We on all platforms. We here live on Saturdays on YouTube. Holla at your folk, man. Y'all be easy out there. What you got? I'm just jumping out.
Make sure y'all levels is up. Because they watching y'all levels, man.
What levels you talking about, bro?
My vibrational
levels,
man. I don't know, man.
You going to hell.
Yo, man, anybody interested in going to see Never Play Yourself? They got a live broadcast. It's on a Thursday, the 30th. I think it's at 7 o'clock. $10. Come and support the brothers, man. I'll be in the crowd. I think Kwame going. Sean, I think you said you're going to try to
get up there, man.
Just support these brothers, man. They got a live show, live taping of their podcast, Never Play Yourself. So anybody ain't doing nothing, don't buy a ticket, man.
I heard the man.
Or at least donate. You know what I'm saying?
Donate. And support them. Never Play Yourself.
Never Play Yourself.
You got Just Listen.
Just Listen and
And
Kings and Two Queens.
Kings and Two Queens and Cars Corner.
And Cars Corner. Yeah, they all on
They all
stage
under the
together.
same umbrella. So
Yeah.
check them brothers out, man. Y'all see we post a little bit about some of their things in our group and on the Soundproof Hunger Room IG. So if you get time, check them out. Find time, check them out.
Yeah.
And again, man, we love y'all. We on all platforms, and do the same for us. Make the time and share with your friends. We gonna be in here. Y'all enjoy y'all holidays. I'ma holla.
We gone.